I always get annoyed when people say Dave Brubeck's Take 5. Of course, it's Paul Desmond's Take 5. Welcome to today's vlog. Today I want to talk about getting things done, and that's a book that one of my students recommended to me. He's a very successful businessman. He's now sort of semi-retired. I hope he doesn't mind me saying that. I was complaining about how, especially during lockdown, with my kids not being in school, being completely out of the usual routine, I'm just not finding the time to be able to do the things that I need to do, and also some of the things that I have to do. And I've got to say, this book by David Allen has really, really helped. It's not a plug. I'm not kind of on any commission. But one of the things, and I'm not all the way through it yet by a long way, I haven't got it done. No pun intended. But one of the things that they talk about, David Allen talks about in this book, is about capturing information. And it really got me thinking about when we're doing especially saxophone practice, you know, you've kind of got so many things to capture. You know, if you've taken lessons with myself or other teachers, you'll know that you've got to do your long tones, you've got to do your scales, you've got to do your pieces, you've got to prepare, you know, things for exams, you've got to transcribe, you've got to improvise, you've got to, whoa, it's like, where do I start? And it can sometimes feel like information overload. It can feel that there's so much to do. What's the point in starting? You know, why bother starting? And that's part of the reason why I came up with this practice planner last year. Now, personal circumstances meant that I didn't get it into the way I wanted it to be. If you really want to go and watch it, go and watch this vlog from last summer. But it's still relevant, and whilst moving house, I found 100 copies of last year's, so it kind of starts September 2019, so it's a little bit out, but you can still use it. All you've got to do is move everything on one day on the calendar. And I'm going to do you a really special price. I'm going to give these away, giving them away for £5 plus postage and packaging. So you can start from September, you can actually move to June this year and go into September. There's nothing to stop you doing it. But what I really want you to be able to do are two things. Okay, let's go to June 2020. Let's make a good start. So you've got June 2020. Your goal goes here. Okay, so your goal might be something to do with your long tones. You might have got my long tones ebook from below, and you might want to kind of work on the Bramford long tones, being able to play them at pianissimo. You know, really, really work. So your goal might be able to play the Bramford long tones accurately. Okay, how will you achieve your goal? Daily practice of that, really making sure that you can blow soft and slowing that metronome down so that you've got a comfortable time scale to go with it. Why do you want to achieve this? Well, you want to get a better tone. I mean, who wouldn't want to sound a bit more like Bramford Marsalis, especially if you're a soprano saxophone player? So you put that on there, you know, it's a good place to start. You may not want to, you know, work on Bramford Marsalis's tone, but you want to make your tone better. There you go, there's goal number one. Goal number two might be you've got a transcription project to work on. If you're one of my students, we're currently working on Sonny Rollins' Surrey with the Fringe on top, but I have 20 odd different, probably more now, 25 transcription projects, including things like Coleman Hawkins on All the Things You Are, Sonny Rollins on St Thomas. We've got Dave, I always get annoyed when people say Dave Brubeck's Take 5. Of course, it's Paul Desmond's Take 5. And we're looking at Paul Desmond's solo, but it's on Dave Brubeck's album, of course. Forgive me for that. The other one would be, let me give you another good one, Bramford's version on Mo Better Blues with Terence Blanchard. There's a really good, you know, you might have a transcription. How will you achieve this? Well, you'll follow the course, you'll break it down into manageable chunks, and you will then, you know, complete the transcription project. Why do you want to do this? Because you want to get better. Because you want to have a better vocabulary, you want to understand how the greats have tackled these particular solos, especially on standards. You can't get a better teacher than Coleman Hawkins. I'm not a better teacher than Coleman Hawkins. Learn to play, you know, along with Coleman Hawkins. Learn what Coleman Hawkins did, and then learn from that, and your ears and your musicianship will tell you where to go next. Goal number three might be you've got, well, you won't have a concert coming up at the moment, but maybe you've got an exam, or maybe you've got a performance, or maybe, given these times, we need to set ourselves goals. Maybe you want to be part of my All the Things You Are project. Go and check this out, which means by the end of June, you need to be able to play All the Things You Are or Prince Albert. How will you achieve this? Daily practice, breaking it down, working it through, working with my backing track that I've prepared for you. Why do you want to achieve this? Because you want to be part of a group, you want to make music together with other people. And on this side, you can cross off each day you practice. And what I've always said with people is the idea is after 3 months, you should have a good idea what your usual practice regime looks like. I realise that things have pretty much gone out the window with COVID and everything, but things today in the UK are starting to ease up, shops are reopening, and maybe we'll get to this point where more people are getting back into usual routines. I realise children are not going back to school yet, but things are starting to ease out. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but how that looks for live gigs. Then I had a really good conversation with a good friend of mine who's a concert promoter on Saturday evening. Sadly, we had it outside in my garden, socially distanced of course, and I had just been eaten alive by mosquitoes. All that stuff with that, I said years ago in that Avon stuff, just didn't work. So, reiterate, you can get hold of these. There is a new price there on the Cambridge Saxophone website. Give me some patience if you're in the States or abroad, because it does take a little while for these books to get to you. But if you've already had one, you can get another one and it'll take you through the next 12 months, okay? Just £5 postage and packaging, get you through it. And I've only got 100 left. So once these 100 have gone, I'm probably not going to do another physical book, because if I'm really honest with you, it's a real pain having to post them all the time. And ebooks are much easier to deliver to you. Another book I've been reading, and I've had it for a while because all the libraries are closed, is this one by Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos. Really good book, some different ideas in it, but I really love this one. Rule number 4, compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. And I need to say that, Dan, compare yourself to who you were as a saxophone player or as something else yesterday, not to who someone else is today. And gosh, that needs to be written out and taped to every music college practice room. Definitely. Heading into Cambridge, I was out last Monday for a walk with a friend and the light was just absolutely stunning. There were some gorgeous views. It's not as sunny today, so I'm not sure how good it's going to turn out, but I want to go in, capture some stuff for you, just be creative on a Monday evening. So I'm going to sign off the vlog from now, but thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of this footage.
Yeah.